Hey, if you need to match a texture like the one in this picture here, I'm going to show you how to do that right after this. Hey, welcome to That Kilted Guide 3-minute drywall school, where we teach you drywall skills in about 3 minutes. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Hey, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to match the texture on this drywall repair. First thing is, we have the hopper, and I've got the smallest tip size in here because this is a kind of fine pattern that we're going to stack a little bit to get a little bit more. So we're going to start out spraying kind of a finer pattern, and then those drops will stack up to be this. And to get those smaller drops, you need this smaller tip size. Okay, I've got another video about spraying orange peel where I outline all of the variables because there's quite a few. But as I show you in that video, I usually just use 2 variables: how far I pull the trigger and how much air I give it. Now for the texture, we're just using ordinary box mud. Anything you gotta work, just don't use hot mud or you may never get to use this again. So for this type of texture, I thinned it down. Now this isn't the thinnest I can go. It pours out pretty quickly. Don't fill this up too full. About here is about all you want because you're gonna be tilting it back. You get it too full, you're gonna get a face full of texture, and that's not fun. Okay, so what I wanna point out is this is all nicely feathered. These edges really need to be feathered. And then what we're gonna do is spray a little bit past here. It doesn't have to go way past it, just enough to blend it in. So I would go about 1 inch or 2. It's okay to go a little bit further. It's not really gonna hurt, but don't go too short. Okay, don't go yet. There we have it sprayed, but I'm gonna show you how to paint a repair. There is a special technique, or it will show. Now on this first pass with the roller, I consider that my loading coat. You've got to get this roller loaded thoroughly all the way through. Okay, so now it's loaded, so I can go ahead and roll it out. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes I see with homeowners doing their own paint is make your paint go too far. It may show through the previous coat more. It's not worth the savings. So go ahead and put a good solid coat on. You'll get a line right off the side of the roller sometime and you might not see it. So once you roll it out and your roller's not soaking wet anymore, you just go over it pretty lightly, and just like that you pick up those lines, even the paint out. And then what I'm going to do is I like to try and soften this edge because it ends up being kind of hard because the paint will squish out right there at the end. Lift off as I'm coming off the end very lightly, and that gives that a much softer edge. The glossier the paint, the less it's going to blend in. Now flat paint will often just blend right in, so you can do the spot paint. So if you really want it to blend perfectly, spot paint and then paint the whole wall, ceiling, whatever it is, or at least go to some break. And if you've got something like a beam or whatever, of course you can use that. The color will often match. It's the sheen that doesn't. I can't really tell where I stopped. It came out really, really good. Customer's gonna be really happy. If you like these and want to get more content like this, be sure and subscribe and click that bell icon. And I thank you for stopping by. I will see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.